All right, good morning, and you are welcome to the class once again. Now, today we continue with quadratic equation, but we are going to use another method. This is going to be the third method we will use to solve quadratic equation. In our last lessons, we learned how we use factorization method. We also learned how we use formula method, quadratic formula. And you can always go back to revise that in the last videos. Alright, in this one, we are going to solve the same quadratic equation problems but using another method called factorization method, as you can see on the screen. Alright, so let us see how to solve this. Using completing the square method, using completing the square method, as you can see on the screen. So let us see how we use that. Okay, now we have a question. The question says s squared minus 6s minus 3 is equals to 0. That is the question. Now this question, we want to use the method of completing the square, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy it. Alright, now what you do is you look at this coefficient of s, meaning the variable without a square. You can say I have x squared here and I have 3 here, a constant. This is s, only one s. So I look at the coefficient, which is 6, minus 6 to say. Now, what I do, I divide that by 2, right? So if I have 6 over 2, my answer will be 3, right? So then I open a bracket. I have s here. I put only one s, not 2, right? I put only one s. This minus, my answer here, which is supposed to be 3, not 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Remember I told you that you would divide the coefficient of s by 2. So this is 3, so minus 3. Are you following? Then I'm going to square all of this. Then I will say minus, right? My answer here is 3. Then I'm going to square this. If I find 3 squared, it will give me 9. 3 squared is equals to 9. You can see the steps, right? So I have 9. So minus 9. Now you can see this. I still have minus 3 here. Minus 3 is equals to 0. Let me remove all this. Good. So is equals to 0. Again, what we did was to look at the coefficient of s, which is 6, and we divide that by 2. So if I have 6 over 2, it will give me 3. Are you following? It will give me 3. Now, what we did was to put that in the bracket. We took one s minus the answer we got here, which is 3, and we square that. Minus, then this 3, we square it also. It gives us 9, minus 9. Then we have minus 3 is equals to 0. Alright, so now our work is simpler now. What we do is we have s minus 3 all squared. What is minus 9 minus 3? Minus 9 minus 3 is minus 12, right? Yes. Minus 12 is equals to 0. Are you following? Now, what I have next is, then I take this 12 to the other side. When I take it to the other side, what do I have? My 12 will change to plus. Minus will change to plus. I'm taking it to this side. So when I do that, I will have s minus 3 all squared is equals to 12. It will become plus 12 now because I'm taking it to the other side of the equal sign, right? Now what I do next is to remove this square. And how to remove that is to find the square root of the two sides. We find the square root of the two sides. So I have this, square root of this, square root of this. Now, this square and the square root will cancel. So what I have next is s minus 3 is equals to square root of 12. S minus 3 is equals to root 12. S minus 3 is equals to... Now, if you are writing square root, what we usually have is plus or minus square root of 12. I hope you are enjoying it. Okay, so let's continue. Now we have this. We want to find our s. Remember, in quadratic equation, you have two values. They are called roots. The roots of the equation are always 2, right? So we are going to find s1 and s2, right? So what is the square root of 12? Can you press your calculator to check the square root of 12, right? If you do that, you will see that your answer is 3.46. So I have my s minus 3 is equals to plus or minus 3.46. So my s minus 3 is equal to plus or minus 3.46, right? Yes, 3.46. Good. Now let us find the first s. Let us find the first s. Because like I told you, we are going to have two of them. We are going to have two s. So let's find the first one. S1 is equal to, I will take 3 to the other side. It will becomes plus 3. Then I will take minus. You know I have, let's start with plus. I will take plus. Plus 3 points, plus 3.46. Plus 3.46. 3.46. Right? The final answer here is what? 6.46. 6.46. This is my S, the first one. Now the second S, I will do the same thing, but I will change plus to minus because I have two signs here. I have taken the first one, now I will take the second one. So I have S2 is equal to 3. Remember we took minus 3 to the other side, it becomes plus 3 minus 3.46, right? So 3 minus 3.46 will give us minus 0.46. Can you see now? And these are the final answer. Our S2 is minus 0.46 and our S1 is 6.46. I hope that is clear and I hope you enjoy that. Okay, let us go to the next question.